education is huge. And I know it sounds obvious. It's like, yeah, go get educated. Yeah, just go get an education, right? But there are specific things that you can do. Number one is have a plan internally that you are going to go get educated. Don't just think it's going to happen through osmosis. You're running your business day to day and magically you get compliant. Like you have to have an initiative and a person or people in your organization that they are going to go and get that education, that continuous education. They're going to connect and network and be connected to, maybe it's organizations like PACE, maybe it's in a very specific vertical where it's in medical or it's in lead gen or it's in collections, but find a way to participate in that learning and also in part of the solution. Because as you heard, if you're just a bystander, if you're just going to wait for regulation to tell you what to do, you may feel like a 10-seat center or a big conglomerate. You know, where does your impact come into play? Where do you actually have influence? Well, one of the things is participating with the groups that actually do have a say, have a collective voice with the regulators to help educate them in turn on how there's a balance between what the consumer needs and deserves, because all of us are consumers as well, even if some of us like Joe are okay with just getting some calls and ignoring them. But you know, I'm on the other end. I think it's annoying. I don't know why people are reaching out to me. I know why, but you know what I mean, is I just say, well, look, it's not relevant to me, so don't waste my time, right? Don't fill up my voicemail box. But the other side of it is operationally, you have to go in and you have to review what you're doing. And the status quo may not be okay anymore. You may need to stop and go, let's do a review of our processes, our data, our vetting of information, our consent, all of the things that we're doing. Are we reviewing that with not only compliance, but with the customer in mind? Is this annoying to them? Am I calling them 20 times today? Maybe there's calls that are by the letter of the law, potentially by interpretation compliant, but are you really becoming a beyond nuisance to that person in one day? Right? And creating someone that's no longer an advocate of getting calls that are unsolicited. I think we also talked about when it comes to technology, right, is there is a place for technology. You just have to vet it properly, test it properly, make sure you understand what that technology is going to do for you. And then obviously the other piece of it that was important is when we talked about interpretation, right? Know your risk tolerance, know how it affects your business, monetarily, operationally, costs, both in reputation if you make the bad decision, penalties if you make a poor decision, and obviously anticipate that there's going to be people that are looking to catch you with you being flat-footed, right? You got serial litigators, you got other people that their job every day is to catch you in something and aha, even if you're trying not to be a bad actor.